thank you all for braving the elements. It was, I just told the mayor it was on the count, 12 hours ago, it was 83 degrees, and we thought summer was well on the way. And Chicago once again reminded us what the weather has to offer. So we're back at Riis Park, and I'm happy to say we're here to talk about investment. The mayor, in his tenure, has made some significant investments in the parks that have not only gained recognition in Chicago, but nationally. The Slam Dunk program, which was the largest restoration of basketball courts in the country, the mayor accomplished that. The Chicago Playground Restoration Program, which we were just out here last summer, that was one of 325 playgrounds that we restored in Chicago, again, the largest of its kind nationally. And then, of course, in May of last year, the mayor made a big announcement on building on Burton. And building on Burton was about investment on our river, investment on our lakefront, increasing our acreage of our natural areas, and most importantly, neighborhood investment. And that's why we're here today. We're talking about neighborhood investment, reinvesting in Riis, because the mayor knows, Ariel knows, we all know, if you invest in your parks, you build strong parks, and you can build a strong community and a strong neighborhood for Chicago, and that's what's probably most important. It's about building our community, and it's about building our neighborhoods. And I'm proud to say we're back again to announce another investment in Riis Park, a new track, and new tennis courts. And I know the Striders are obviously very happy about the track. It's important to note these investments are for seniors, they're for everybody with a track, and for these kids, right? And that's what it's about. It's about the next generation, us doing right for the next generation. I do want to give a quick shout out to my region manager, Daphne Johnson, here, as well as Keith Hammerberg, the park supervisor. I would be remiss to not mention that spring programming starts April 3rd. Registration's great with hundreds of registrants already, but there's space for more. So if you've got young ones or there's any senior programs, please get after it. Get in our programs. With that, I want to turn the mic over to a friend of mine for almost 20 years now, Alderman of the 30th Ward, Ariel Riis.
Mike Kelly forgot to tell you that we were co-workers for a few years as well. But thank you all for being here today. As a resident of the Belmont-Cragen community for 30 years, in fact, I look at the advisory council that's newly formed here. I was one of the members in 1987 here at this park. I also was responsible for the Northwest Youth Basketball Association out of this park. So this is home. This is home to all of us. I take pride and joy in joining the mayor today as he welcomes and brings the funding that he told us in 2014 to beautify Riis Park amenities. Home to the Riis Park Striders, the 56 acres green space offers several outdoor activities for the use of water park, the lagoon, the baseball diamonds, soccer fields, and a new playground. The mayor's going to tell you about that as well. A running track and tennis courts. I mean, there's money coming into this park, which is going to be used for our children, our community. It's desperately needed, and we want to do that. Riis Park is named after a very well-known photojournalist, Jacob Riis, who advocated creation of small playgrounds to provide breathable spaces for densely populated neighborhoods. In 1916, the newly created playground movement designated this large section of land, which would be called Riis Park later, to be developed and enjoyed by community residents. In 1934, the Park District takes over, and the jurisdiction which used the monies from the WPA funds for further improvements that provided a broader range of recreational amenities for this wonderful middle-class neighborhood. Our beautiful park has many amenities, as you know. Today, the mayor will announce improvements to 2 of them offered by the Park District. I'm happy to inform you that with us today is the newly formed Park Council that's here today. Thank you, Jose Quiles, and the group that's here. Northwest Side Housing Center, who advocates for our community. And thank you, Vanessa, for being here today. There's a lot of history here, but not more than what the Riis Park Striders have done here for 41 years. So it's a pleasure for me to introduce our next speaker, Christian Lecht.
As the Alderman mentioned, we have been putting on races here for over 40 years. Some of the striders here were running at Riis Park even before we formed the club. In that time, we've seen many changes, both to the park and to the surrounding community. In the last few years, thanks to the Chicago Park District and the offices of Alderman Raboyes, we have several improvements to the park. The ice rink on Fullerton Avenue, which is teaching lots of young children how to skate and play hockey, and the all-weather soccer field over there on Mead, which is in year-round use now, not only by hundreds of young children learning to play soccer, but by such diverse groups as rugby clubs and Marine Corps pre-induction fitness classes. We hope to continue this trend here, and I want to introduce the man who's responsible for leading the Chicago Park District in meeting the needs of the community. The Mayor of Chicago, who is a good athlete in his own right, Mayor Romney Manuel.
I was thinking his name's Christian, my middle name is Israel. We just got the New Testament, the Old Testament covered. It's raining, it's a biblical day out here. Christian, thank you very much. Let's everybody give a hand to the Alderman. And he has, obviously, as he told you, a particular affection for this park, given all his work in the Park District, but specifically at this park. Mike Kelly, the Park District Superintendent, give him a hand, and all the people in the Park District in this area. All of you give yourselves a hand for your advocacy of what we're announcing today. Give yourselves. There's two still points I want to make. Obviously, today we're announcing an additional investment of a little over $600,000 in a new track and 10 new tennis courts to complement the playground, the roof, the ice skating that all has gone on. But the reason this is Ariel and I were laughing is I remember when it was, I think it's Sunday, it was a lot warmer. We cut the ribbon, you all remember this, on the playground. A beautiful playground that was part of our rebuilding 325 playgrounds across the city of Chicago, which won the city of Chicago 2 years in a row by Kaboom, the best award for playground for kids, and also the only big city to win the gold medal for the best park district in the United States of America, #1 park district in the United States. So when I don't know, it was a little older, it was like 2013, a little farther back, Ariel, after the ribbon cutting, I said, Ariel, come on, let's go walk out, the kids are playing football, let's go shake hands. He says, you don't want to go do that, it's going to cost you. I go, come on, let's go. I made maybe 5 feet, so I was swarmed by all the striders here. And they said, we're not going to be, I just cut a playground. I was like really proud of myself. He said, we want our track here done, we want to make sure the track is done. And I said, don't worry, and Ariel kind of gave me an elbow. I said, I told you it was going to cost me to walk around, man. You're not going to walk out of here without another investment. And I want to compliment you for that. I want to compliment you because when you look around here, this is exactly what I am so proud about the city of Chicago. People that are in a neighborhood, all walks of life, every background, ethnic and cultural background here in the city of Chicago, who take pride in 57 acres of nature right here, bringing people of different generations together. And I am so proud of the way you advocate for your neighborhood, your community. Kids in the playground, watching people of another generation, that's almost said, another generation, going for a run, whose parents are out on the bench, watching their kids either play football, baseball, soccer, or going out and taking with their grandparents or parents a walk. And that's why parks are so important to the city of Chicago, why we launched a short time ago a building on Burnham Plan. Because we're the city of the garden. Here in Belmont, Reagan, in a beautiful neighborhood made up of families who work hard, try to do right by their kids, they want a park in their neighborhood. Now, Mike notes with this investment today, we're well over $3 million of investments here in Riis Park in your neighborhood. So those are the Aldridge was tireless and never let me forget when I walked around that I made that commitment. And I said, okay, well, you guys all know this. The needs are this big, and the wrapping paper is this big. So how do you get the wrapping paper? But coming back, making sure the ice rink is right, the track is right, the football and soccer field is right, the tennis courts are right, the roof on the building is right, so when the kids play basketball indoors in the winter and in the spring when it's raining, it's not leaking. Making sure all those investments, and not just the physical investments, but then you have the programs. All of us are a product of an activity, whether it was soccer, whether it's artistic, theater, or dance, or whether it's painting. All of us had a caring adult who wasn't our parent, wasn't our teacher, who looked out for us and made sure our kids were guided. And the Park District, they're all in the city of Chicago, is making this investment here in the Belmont-Cragen area. You all should take pride in what you have, and I'm glad after 2 years we're back. The kids have an unbelievable world-class playground, and now the Striders have an incredible track facility. So when the kids are scoring touchdowns, you can be running around inspiring them to keep staying active. Christian. I'm going to leave the run to you guys. I got yoga later on, so I'm going to stay with that as my activity. But to all of you, congratulations on this effort. And you're seeing kids and parents from both Steinmetz, Chris, Mary Ryan School. We're also, just 2 years ago, we opened up a new soccer field and playground at that school, an investment here in the neighborhood. That is what we're talking about. And I want everybody across the city to see the faces here. People of different backgrounds, different ages, different generations, but all coming together as one voice, one community, and seeing an investment that brings people together. And this is the public space, our park district, working for our city in Chicago. Congratulations.